I never wanted to be a god, but I always wanted war. How dare you? Why do you make all this foolishness? Do you think killing gods will solve your problems? No, I just do this for hobby. Who me? Yeah, I'm a freaking god as it turns out. Shy, I'm all about that axe life. That handsome devil next to me, fam, that's literally my boy. He can thank me for his good looks and formative trauma. It's not easy fighting heckin' Vikings. But honestly, being a parent Ragnaroks. Babe, not now, I'm on my period. Me who doesn't give a duck. I see only what I have come to destroy. A lot of you mother duckers think you know me. I'm worse than you could possibly imagine. Test the waters and see for yourself. Atheists when they realize they played God of War instead of Science of War. When something doesn't fit in the fridge, so you shove it in on purpose knowing it'll fall on the next person that opens the fridge. God of War Ragnarok will be the last game in the Norse mythology story. Gods from other mythologies hearing that. Kratos with Draupni spear. Heimdall bowling Atreus. When someone roasts you with a line you've heard millions of times, I want you to know one thing. I can't feel any of this. When the brainless non-player character takes an arrow for you. I'm on the highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell Heim. Enjoying the Norse duology and wanting to play the Greek games. Only the third game got ported to PS4, while the rest are in the PS3. Sometimes, a hug is all you need to make you feel better. When you see someone pouring the milk in before the cereal. Every masterpiece has its cheap copy. Gets hate for being mythologically inaccurate. Gets hate for being mythologically accurate. When your little brother who you taught to play challenges you to a game, you do not want this fight. POV. Someone just made you unlock a new level of anger you never knew you had. During their second verbal confrontation, when Kratos says my son is not your key, Odin chastises Kratos for not understanding the metaphor. Kratos understands the metaphor. He is simply stating that Atreus isn't some object for Odin to use. It's Odin who fails to understand Kratos' metaphor. This shows how Odin underestimates Kratos' intellect, thinking him to be some mindless brute. It also shows how Odin tries to present himself as a highly intelligent being, but in reality, isn't as smart as he thinks. When you take her to your house, and she whoops out a nut. Boy, translate these runes. They say up dog father. What do you know of this creature? What creature? Up dog boy. What is up dog? Not much. Father, what's up with you? I will stay alert for this up dog. Do you have magic hair? They're invisible. Magic hands. Do animals talk to you? Were you poisoned? Cursed? Squidnapped or enslaved? Do people assume all your problems got solved because a big strong man showed up? Me to my mom. As soon as I'm an adult, I'm your property no longer. Pandora is one of the only people Kratos cares about and doesn't want to die. Also Pandora. And now for my next trick. I'm going to ducking kill myself. They call me Mimi, the smartest man alive. And I have the answer for your very question. Does vegan Minecraft players eat meat in Minecraft? Okay, there are few gaps in my knowledge. Teacher teaches us Greek mythology. Students playing God of War. Things you want to write on God of War. What if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said, Kratos if God of War was directed by Snoop Dogg? When I realize why my parents call me fat. Dads when you bring them to Home Depot for Father's Day tools. Depressed after breakup. God of War. Honey, tell me what's wrong. How does Mimi blow the horn when he has no lungs to inhale and exhale? Oh duck. Heh. Welcome to the club Kratos. The ripped old bald man with awesome facial hair and godlike powers club. When dad steps on one of your Legos after you told him your room was clean. Zeus, god of gods. Eris, god of war. Dionysus, Kratos will win in a fight. No, the Doomslayer will win in a fight. Dante can beat both Kratos and the Doomslayer. You cry snowflake and unfriend because of differing opinions and mere words. How does it feel to be so weak that differing opinion and mere words offend you? Snowflake? Me eating dinner with Tyr in my second playthrough. Welcome to heaven. To enter, you must be forgiven by everyone you killed. Well, I never killed anyone, so video games included. God of War players. When the server is dead, but I still need a place to vent. Thor. Oh, no. I say when we're done. The 4 horsemen of I will beat the shut out of you. People in Game Awards 2022 that vote for Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Overwatch 2. Who would win? Kratos. And when you're sick and your mom comes in with a chicken soup. God of War downloadable content. T-boss fight or therapy session. Helios returns for the salty runbacks. Possible new miracle of sound song. The boss when you fight him. The boss when you unlock him. Guy, I'm gonna buy God of War. Mop. But we already have God of War at home. God of War at home. Fact, Kratos made up his backstory, so people would feel bad for him. Me, I'm making a Norse themed campaign, so I'm doing a bunch of research on Vikings and Norse lore. The research. Tell me, small creature, why should I participate in Smash? Poido. Endless magnificent battles you say, you have my attention. Poido. Glorious fighters from different realms? Poido. Very well, I accept. Kratos. The Blades of Chaos. Kratos. The Blades of Chaos. Kratos. Welcome to the salty spittoon. How tough are ya? How tough am I? How tough am I? I beat Sigrun on the Give Me God of War difficulty. Yeah, so. Without any resurrection stones. Ah, right this way. Sorry to keep you waiting. Video games in the 80s. Run. Jump. Eat this flower. Collect the coins. Video games now. You are a broken man. Haunted by the choices you've made. You do not fear the sweet embrace of dealt, but you still have unfinished business. When you see a $2,000 bill from your girlfriend's bag, but she used your credit card. Ending like Goku vs Superman 3. Ending like Vader vs Obito. Kratos next dealt battle. Since Typhon is embedded within the bedrock of the cavern, his only weapon against Kratos is his ferocious Gale Force breath, which has the power to push Kratos over the ledge of the walkway and down to his delt. The new God of War game looks ducking lit. When God of War Ragnarok comes out tomorrow, but you bought the Jotner edition, and you have to wait for it to arrive. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. God of War Ragnarok will be game of the year, said no one. Learn about Greek mythology. Learn about Norse mythology. Neighbor, what are you playing? Me, God of War 2018. Neighbor, oh, so you're a retro gamer. God of War goes to Mortal Kombat. Phrygia, you'll never understand the pain of losing a child. Kratos. Kratos watching Jesus resurrect after being defeated and stating he still loves Kratos despite all of his sins. He regrets his actions that weigh upon his soul. When step on a Lego after you told your kid to clean his room. Me if I had Spartan rage. Me. Game theorists explaining how Kratos is going to die in Ragnarok. Cory Barlog who isn't putting any of that in the game. When your mom gets home and you haven't washed the dishes, took the garbage out, or swept the floor. Such chaos. I will have much to do after I kill you. The entire Greek mythology. Greek mythology if Zeus wasn't honey. Odin acting like the cool, likable, and harmless grandpa showing us cool things and says things that we like to hear. Odin allowing Freya to be burned alive, children to be hanged, sending the Vanir, giant, dwarf, civilization to near collapse, using Midgardians as meat shields, killing his own son and gaslighting everyone he talks to, including his own granddaughter. That face when you remember your dad only hits you because he loves you. Sigrun, Valhalla, every God of War player. My grandparents having children. My parents having children. Me having children. The cycle ends here. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Balder vs Kratos. Norse vs Greek. Nos, leave my home. Greek, you will not see the end of this day. Eris, God of War. Zeus, God of all gods. Cerberus. Atreus, so what does this mean, God of War? Kratos, Ragnarok. Little brother, hey, that's Kratos from Fortnite. Me, he is not from Fortnite. Let me show you this most amazing game from before your time. Kratos, burn this village. Burn it to the ground. Kills him family. Also Kratos. If you keep pushing people away, you'll spend the rest of your life alone. Shut the duck up, stupid butch. Thanks for helping me get through my trauma. We can be more than our pain. I think Tyrann now are more fun boss fights than Sigrun. Kratos destroying Greece because Eris tricked him to kill his own family. Zeus. When they ask you where all the gods have gone. Kratos, my long lost father, has finally returned. Of course, I will never leave you again. SpongeBob. Me getting some damn sleep. Bite. Mosquito. You conspire against me? Literally the worst depiction of Thor I've ever seen. About to go fight. I'll post the video after. I got my ace beat, bruh. I'm not posting that shit. Atheist gamers when they realize they are playing God of War instead of Science of War. Gentlemen, it is with great pleasure to inform you that I have finally defeated Sigrun. Odin is with us. When my boss tries to call me into work the next few days, but Ragnarok has already begun. Me, I don't care if I lose, I just wanna have fun. Ice. Ducking past off. Vegeta, we trained so much, and now we are gods. Did I hear gods? Thanos, Kratos survived the snap. So his son didn't. Me, playing God of War 4. Little cousins. Oh my god, it's the guy from Fortnite. They copied him. Me, I will murder them. Trade offer. I receive an eternity of servitude plus the life of your wife and kid. Haha, just kidding lol. You receive 2 very sick blades. When you are told to go to Athens to fight a guy named Demas. When you are told to go to Clothalik Jark Jafta to fight a guy named Veolahiovagavinaverk Ferajims Luskasliklakapiringirin. I tried to change my password into Zeus, but Facebook told me it was too weak. Autistic man and his son beat 22 people to near Delton Greek slum. God of Chungus. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. God of War. Ragnarok. 5.1 million copies in 1 week. 10 million copies in 3 days. Thor, this is the god who murdered an entire pantheon because they hurt his feelings. Me, that's right. Thor, this is the foreign god that bested Balder. Me, you know it, and I do it again. Thor, this is the man who faced down Sigrun, the Valkyrie queen. Me. Game of the Year awards be like God of War, Ragnarok, Elden Ring, Goat Simulator 3. Oh my god. His first word, Aries. My mom when I'm driving. Go on, if you wanna kill me, just do it. Kratos if God of War was directed by Snoop Dogg. Zeus, CEO of the gods. Hades, god of the underworld. Poseidon, god of the oceans. Eris. My sister's wedding. God of War Ragnarok release day. So I just met this guy who killed an entire pantheon of gods, fought different kinds of monsters, destroyed the land of Sparta, and literally died 3 times, and made it out alive. Better slap him right in the ducking face. There he is. There's the God of War, Ragnarok. A demigod who has fought his whole life for Mjolnir. Some clocky brat who just learned he's a god. God of War is secretly a ploy to get gamers to learn about Greek mythology. Change my mind. Freya when she's a boss fight. Freya when she's in your party. When you're about to die in God of War, and Atreus says, "Father, you're hurt." Yeah, no shut, honey. Father-son drama. Talk about what being a god or god slayer means. Atreus shoots down the sun. Leviathan axe versus Mjolnir. Dealt can have me when it earns me. When there's no God of War Ragnarok trailer at the Game Awards. Adventuring. Merciless. Mythological. Rage-fueled. Nobility. Absent wife. Boy. Zeus. Hey, remember that one mortal that managed to literally kill a god? Other gods, yeah. Zeus, let's make him a god and betray him LMRO. Kratos, go ahead Aloy. Tell him where to shoot. Aloy, okay. See the hopes and dreams of Xbox players? Shoot it down. Why are you looking at me like that? Is this the Spartan rage? Fortnite. Chapter 2, Season 5. Kratos. By the gods, what have I become? His family. Kratos. Why would Eris do this? When a character calls Kratos Ghost of Sparta, when you remember that to him it basically means wife and daughter Medeira. Teacher, you can't hear images. The image. There are only two types of people out there. The one who thinks she is nice, I like her, and the ones who have played the games. Dad, what are you doing? You are not ready, boy, playboy. The floor is love for the gods of Olympus. The god of war when the god of peace walks in. Finally able to rest at the crib and sleep in after Ragnarok. Sunlight beaming through the hole in the roof that I haven't fixed, waking me up at 5:15 am. Girls, I can't believe he didn't cry at the Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Boys. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. But what I do have are a particular set of skills that I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for gods like you. Who would win? The literal god of war. One quirked up grim. Me, summoning Skull and Hattie to change night with day. Everyone in Midgard at 3:30 am. Me watching Kratos go down another slow ace elevator for the 19th time. Could you not recommend me God of War Ragnarok spoilers? For 5 minutes? Who would win? Kratos, 26%. Hulk, 74%. Hulk destroys the whole God of War verse. Nobody is born cool. Except of course, people who let Mimi finish his tales. All the gods from Japanese, Celtic, and Egyptian mythology after Kratos is done with Greek or Roman and Nordic gods. Chuckles, I'm in danger. Oh Neptune. Mom come pick me up, I'm scared. Microsoft just bought Activision. Call of Duty, Overwatch, Diablo, Spyro, and Crash Bandicoot might become Xbox exclusives. It's beautiful. I've looked at this for 5 hours now. Kratos, you will not touch her. Boulder, chokes her. Kratos, cowabunga it is. The Valkyr is thanking Kratos for freeing them. Everyone playing Ragnarok who didn't bother with the Valkyries. When was pain invented? In 1644. People in 1643. Kratos flips the temple. World serpent. Dadak they doin over there. When you can't remember your son's name, boy. Types of headaches. Migraine. Hypertension. Stress. Thinking about how to kill the gods. Atreus can go on without me. He is ready. Does he know how to woo? Kratos, Atreus, you are getting better, faster. Atreus might even be better than you one day. Kratos, if you are not, I have failed. Me. You only use me as a translator, nothing else. Okay. 2 minutes later. Boy, translate this. Sure. When a low tree branch is bulking your path, but it doesn't have right marks on it. Game. There is a 25% chance for this perk to activate. Ghost of Tsushima players, what? Only 25%. God of War players, I like those odds. Amazon set to release a God of War live action series on Prime Video. The Rock calling Jeff Bezos like. I just turned off my PS5 and decided to go to sleep. Then I hear my mother says to my cousins, yeah, you can play, my son is sleeping. God of War Valkyries. I don't know who I am. I don't know where I am. All I know is that I must destroy. Discord moderators when their kitten turns 18. Odin, you're no fun anymore. Fight another one of those duck and dark elves. Or, draw 25. Kratos rips a Wulva's entire front half off. The other enemies waiting for him to finish. 5 feet 11 inch men. 5 feet 6 inch women. I thought you'd be bigger. God of War's creator is unhappy with the direction of Kratos. God of War creator David Jaffe isn't a fan of the softer and more mature Kratos, telling devs to keep their personal feelings out of his story. When I tell her I have the body of Thor, what she expects? My body. Kratos Ice. Also Kratos, yes, very sad. Anyway. The Dark Elves, if Kratos had his Icarus wings in God of War. Me listening to Sindri talk about dwarves cleaning up after the giants, knowing full well he helped created the weapon that killed most of the giants. Me every time I go to Sindri's house. The Egyptian gods, when Kratos comes to Egypt, we are ducked. Love spoilers like these. Careful. God of War Ragnarok is out very soon. This could have been a spoiler for that game. Stop. POV. Mimi yawns for the 10th time. No, not again.